Who's going to help me clean my games room? Let's go. Hey YouTube. So, those of you that haven't seen it before, this is my games room. Okay, a quick 360. Okay, yeah, I'm on a lazy afternoon off. I've had a lovely morning with the dogs and my mother. We've been down the Gower where I grew up. So I thought I'll have a bit of a tidy up in here. Like, it's a mess, you know. So what I want to do is have a bit of a rearrange of my shelves and stuff like that, you know. So you're probably used to, that's where my camera normally goes when I'm filming my YouTube videos. So you can see it in the background, it looks relatively tidy. But if you look, I've got games they're relatively new pickups, you know. So I need to get the games in alphabetical order or some kind of order. I've had this Samurai Showdown case that's been sitting on the windowsill, so I'm thinking about getting that forward facing because I absolutely love that artwork. But it's going to take up, I don't want it in front of the games, it's going to obviously take up quite a bit of space. So that many games, a big chunk of my games are going to have to come down, etc, 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 if that makes any sense. I've also recently moved, look at the mess, my CRT TV. Obviously it was on there, but I've moved him to there. The Master System is still linked up, and I want to link up my VCR to it as well. Yeah, I think I do prefer the telly there. My plasma telly that was there is in the bedroom now. So I'm just, other things I haven't got round to doing. Just been so busy, you know. My Xbox One, I got so excited when I had it. I just linked it all up to make sure it was all working, and I've been playing it. That's where it's lived ever since, basically. So it is linked up. So I need to get that in here. You know, these are just things I got magazines there, I got some Street Fighter stuff there. So I'm thinking that I want to put that maybe in there, maybe get these comics out, get some of my other consoles, my Xbox and Xbox 360 maybe over here. Yeah, it's just a bit of a mess here, you know. So I don't know how much I'm going to get done today. Oh, this is I've done an Instagram post. This is the Here Comes a New Challenger. So I just wanted to say thank you to the maker of this. It took him 2 years to make it. Oliver Harper from Harper Film Productions Limited. He's done a fantastic job, and he did comment saying, glad you got your Blu-ray and the posters and everything. So again, look at it. I've got PSP games where my fight sticks are. This is probably the worst shelves out of all of them. They are relatively organised. So obviously I got PS5, 4, 3 to 2 to PS1. Then I've got my massive 2-game collection on my Vita. I got some PSP games there. Then for some reason I got the other ones there. Since Street Fighter 6 has come out, my fight stick's been over there. My Victrix Pro, he normally lives in here. So I might not even upload this video, you know. I've just thought, yeah, I'll capture it and document me moving and rearranging, organising my games room, you know, on this lazy Saturday afternoon. But that is just doing my head in, that shelf there, you know. I've got to do something about that. But I think with me having a couple of, I might put some of my other shock boxes front facing as well to enjoy the artwork. So it's going to obviously push all my games along. So it might actually fill this shelf here, might be complete games. Because at the bottom I got my hidden down there. I got my Sega Saturn collection, and then we go into all my mangas and stuff like that. So I might see if I can get these 2 shelves of manga up here, and then maybe have my fight sticks. Oh, I'm not sure. I've got so much stuff here. You know, the fight sticks going in there actually was only a short-term plan anyway. It wasn't, they weren't meant to be in there permanent, but after I put them in there, I've grown to really like them in there. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just get that. But on this video then, I want that in there. I really like the thought of having that in there, but it's a big old job because every single shelf's gonna it'll have a knock-on effect. So all those books might have to come out and they might go up there. So I'll probably pick the camera up in however long it takes, might be an hour or so, and I'll record my progress, you know. So hope you enjoy. See you in a bit. Okay, so we're a couple of minutes in and we're making some progress. A lot of it is me just staring at my shelves, trying to think, maybe overthink of what I want it to look like. So I put my big books manga up here. So I got Berserk 1 to 7. Number 6 is missing because I'm currently reading it now. Then I've got Akira and then my other ones. I've got a little bit of space, but not of the shelves that's down there. The gap is bigger that's down there compared to up there. So those books there, my Capcom and Street Fighter, won't unfortunately fit in there. Not a problem. And the other thing I wanted to show you real quick, these smaller books then, they are going to come up here. But what I do, if I grab my Daigo books, oh, they won't even fit, look, fuck. Oh, this is going to be confusing. Let's do One Punch Man. So for example, One Punch Man, God, they only just fit mine. I got my old VHS tapes. I'm going to go through them eventually. I'm quite excited to see if they still work. There's one, like it's got Escape from LA. God knows how old they are, but it's going to be funny. Do you know the adverts? Just I want to watch them because I got a working VHS player, but I want to show it some love. But that's going to be later on in the year. So yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm storing them behind, and it just pushes the books more front and center, you know, because they're quite narrow books. So yeah, that's my little tip. But I got to come up with a plan now where my Daigo books are gonna go. I think all the high school girl books might be a bit too high. Yeah, will they fit? Let's try one. Oh, he's just too high. This is gonna be complicated, guys. So I'll let you know what I come up with in a bit. There we go. So what I ended up doing, I couldn't think of any other way of doing it. I had to drop this shelf, and I was worried. I thought I might have to drop all the shelves down, but you can't. I think it's the middle shelf for these Billy bookcases. You can't actually change the height of them, so because it's kind of a structural support kind of thing as well. So all I did was I took everything off, dropped the shelf only by 1. I've got a little bit of space so I can easily get access to the box as well. So the VHS tapes are behind it. So these are tight now, you know, they're not pulled forward. They're just, they're resting up against those VHS tapes. But I had a little gap at the end. I'm really chuffed with this. So this is a gift off Ricky, shout out Ricky. Leaving one of my many leaving presents off him. Yeah, so it just fits perfect. I was looking for other books. I didn't like that gap. I think I had my Shin Godzilla was in there. I'm gonna try and get all the empty boxes, put these away now in storage. I've got too much stuff in here really to have. Like I've got that one going in storage. I've got this one, my Kayakisangi. There's another one around here. Yeah, this one here, look. They're really cool. That would have been Ryu. I still got his extra hands in there, look. Yeah, so they're gonna go safe away in storage. because they were like kind of shelf fillers kind of thing, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that's my little update there, but I'm really happy with that. It's really cool having my books up there more at eye level, I suppose. And I've also got a little bit of space as well for this kind of height books, a little bit of room for growth, you know. So yeah, that's my little update. See you in a bit. There we are. What an improvement. So, top shelf, I got my hardbacks or my larger manga books, and I got my smaller ones. Really happy with Akira. Then you got all those books. So I've still got my fight sticks. By lowering this shelf, it doesn't really have an impact. You can still appreciate the artwork, like my Soul Calibur 2 artwork on that one. So I got my fight sticks, they're all in there. Then I've got all my books, or most, I got a couple I've just noticed there. They can quite comfortably fit on top there or next to in that gap there. So it gives me all this space. I've created basically a full shelf, just over a shelf and a half. So I can easily get those PSP games in, and get my big box stuff, maybe appreciate the artwork on some of them as well. But what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, I try to keep it in some kind of order, but what I'm gonna change it a bit now, because I don't want to push my Sega Master System games down to the bottom shelf. Same with my Saturn games, I don't want them going any lower. So my plan is to get my 3DS and my Nintendo DS collection. They're going to go on the bottom shelf, and because the shelf is a higher shelf, I might be able to double stack them. And the other reason, also my PSP and my Vita games are going to go down the bottom, is because they're the games I only tend to play when I'm on holiday. So the games I play the least. So for now, until I come up with another idea, again, I'm sure most people's games rooms are the same. They're evolving all the time. As your collection grows, you've got to grow with it. And so I'm just going to see how it feels putting my handheld collection on the bottom. I'll probably get, it's this shelf here and that little bit there. So I'll easily get them. I'll try and get them all basically on the bottom shelf. But I'm going to double stack them, I think. See how it looks. Maybe put my other cartridges in there as well, my loose cartridges down there. And then maybe get my PSP and Vita there. Yeah, maybe fill that gap there, and we'll see how it looks. So stay tuned. Okay, making some nice progress now. So as you can see, it looks just as good as I thought. So I got my DS, 3DS, double stacked. So I'm almost making another shelf down there. Then I got my loose SNES and N64 games. Then we're coming up, I got my PSP, my Saturn, some Street Fighter VHS. Great, so the gap has moved from the bottom. It's now between my GameCube N64 and my Master System. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm not actually sure. I think I bring all this shelf along, down, joining my Master System. I might do what I've done with this Akira picture here. I really like that. I might put that Akira picture here, and then I'll give me a full extra shelf then. So all this will come down the shelf, that'll come down the shelf, my Xbox. That'll get my Xbox that's down here, up there. Then I got a lovely shelf to play with, so I can do some kind of display or something over there. Yeah, it's coming along nicely, guys. In a bit. Okay, another update. So you've seen these shelves here, looking nice. This year's nearly finished. Just gotta find a permanent home for my PSP. And then this is, I'll go from the bottom then. So obviously my Xbox 360 at the bottom. But I'm kind of cheating. If you look, I've got there and there I had a little bit of space to play with. I actually had a full empty shelf, so I've used them as like space fillers, and I'm focusing on building my Xbox 360 collection. So all I need to do when I think it's about 5 games thick, these are, okay? So when I get another 5 games, I can just take that out and put them behind there, nice and simple. Or my Xbox One, my tiny Xbox One. I've only a couple of months ago got back into collecting for the Xbox One. So if that starts to grow, then same again, I can just take one of them out. I've also got one, I'll show you there as well. Then I got, going back to this shelf here, my PS1 game collection, and I've decided to put for now, my Street Fighter, I'm not sure they got plushies, is it? I put them there. It looks pretty cool actually, because they were, some of them were on the shelf, or some of them were in where my consoles are going, you know? So that gives me the space there. Then now, all my PS2 games are in one cabinet. So I've got them there, and that looks really, really cool there. I'm going to put in that side, I thought. I know it's for the PS4, that collection, but I don't want to have hardly any games on one shelf because of the height of it. That won't fit on any of these lower shelves, you know. So I think it looks really cool there. I really like it. Maybe it doesn't make sense, the fact that it's a PS4 game collection, but I have got Samurai Showdown 5, I suppose, on the PS2 is in there somewhere, so that makes sense to me anyway. So all I got to do now is that one full shelf is gone down to just over half a shelf space now, so I've got to try and fill that. All I've got games wise to put in there, I think it's 5 games, yeah, so these 5 games I got to put in there and come up with a clever idea how to fill that gap there. So stay tuned. There we go, guys. I think I've finished. So I haven't shown you, I'll do an overview at the end, right? So this is the final shelves. So I had, going into this shelving unit here, I had an empty shelf basically. So again, I did the thing with the Funko Pops at the bottom. I used the box to fill the space there. So as my collection grows, I've got plenty of space. I showing off or appreciating now some of my big box games, showing them a bit of love, or the artwork on them. So that's Tekken Tag collection, or Tekken Tag 2 rather. So I've put that side facing, or front facing rather. So again, as my collection grows, I can just flip that to the side. Again, extra 3 or 4 games in there. Same again with Soul Calibur 5. Then nice full collection then as we go up. I was going to put my Injustice 2 collection front facing, but I actually ran out of space because I thought it'd be cool to put my King of Fighters 2000 Neo Geo big box game front facing there. So let's go back a little bit and I'll do a quick overview. So we've just gone through that shelf, another look. Then you got Xbox 360, PlayStation. I spread out my Street Fighter plushies as well, so they look nice and cool in there. I really like that. I put one in there. I stuck Blanca in there out of the way. I thought, you know what? They just fit in there perfect, don't they? So I'm really happy with that. Then it's nice to have my PlayStation 2 collection, not like half down there, half up here. So I'm really happy they're all in one shelving unit now. Chuffed how that looks as well, my Samurai Showdown. Then coming into, so I have got, like, unfortunately, I got Xbox 360s down there, then overspill on there. It's just too difficult to get them all in one shelving unit, but I'll think of something. Again, Xbox, then we got a little bit of Xbox behind Kimberly, and then GameCube, N64, a little bit of Wii, my Master System, Saturn, then I got all my handhelds down there. So all my games are in 3 Billy bookcases now. So now all my books, or well, God, you should see my bedroom. We're not going in there, but that's stacked with books as well. So I've got my manga. Again, I got room for growth. Love what I've done with these Akira pictures. They fit really cool. And going back here, it just looks tailor-made, doesn't it, for the Master System. Again, I have got room as my Master System. It's another one of those consoles I'm focusing on growing my collection. So I have got room for growth there. Let's get back to this one then. Yeah, so I got my manga and then my fight sticks. My weapons of choice. And then we got, it looks okay actually down the bottom. I'm quite happy with them. But I want to eventually rather, my third bedroom I might turn into a bit of a reading room / library kind of thing. So maybe all my books will go in there eventually one day. I don't know. There we are. I'm not going to do any more work in the games room this week. I'm going to go play some games now. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I haven't done one of these before. Let me know what you thought, guys. What do you think of my improvements or changes? Don't tell me to put it back. There we go. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.